Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Scoreboard Keepers. We'll be right back in 30 seconds.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the Scoreboard Keepers. We're around here, we don't keep receipts, we keep the score. So if you want to get on the board, make your point. If it makes sense, we'll add it to the board. If it don't, we won't. Scoreboard Keepers.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Scoreboard Keepers, where we keep you up to speed in the latest in sports, music, and hot topics. Today, we're diving into a fun and lighthearted story about Selena Gomez and her co-stars from the hit Hulu series Only Murders in This Building. Let's talk about their quirky lunch habits that has the fans and the world buzzing. Apparently, they like to eat certain things for lunch. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen it yet, but they have a little series out on the Hulu station. I don't know if a lot of people have Hulu, but it's called Murders in the Building. Okay. And before we get started, of course, you guys already know we got to add her to the clock because she's on the board. Let's see who we're flagging down today, y'all. And we're going to get this clock rolling. All right. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, apparently, Gomez recently revealed that her co-stars, Steve Martin and Martin Short, have a unique approach to their daily meals on set. According to Selena, the duo sticks to the same lunch options every day: a tuna sandwich with Dijon mustard or sushi. Well, that's interesting. Dijon mustard or sushi. And guess what? Their routine has rubbed off on Selena Gomez herself. She now opts for a chicken salad sandwich every day, and she admits she gets excited to eat her meal alongside theirs. So it must be in the mustard, y'all. Y'all ever heard that term? They say when they say it must be in the mustard, it must be in the mustard, man, or maybe it's in the ketchup. I don't know. So this is an interesting story. People got different fetishes and things that they like and different cravings, and this apparently is one of them. So what makes this story even more charming is the camaraderie between the trio. Selena describes her co-stars as the best and has grown close to them over the years. Their shared lunches have become a daily ritual, adding a sense of stability and connection during their busy filming schedules. And that can be very true, because you know what I'm saying? Like when you're sitting down and you're eating with people, I'm talking about Breaking Bread. We have a series on this show called Breaking Bread. It's called, Breaking Bread at the Round Table. When you're eating with people, it gives you a family feeling, a familiarity of being home. So if you're not around your family on a daily basis and you're out working all the time, I could totally see this camaraderie just gelling like a cohesive unit. All three of them are away from their families. So sitting down and breaking bread, that shouldn't be uncommon. It shouldn't be unusual. And I'm pretty sure that bond is growing stronger, because there's probably a lot of offset conversations going on during this meal. Steve Martin even joked about their bond on social media, referring to himself and Martin Short as Selena's weird uncles. See? When we see that? I told you. Now that bond is going to be unbreakable. It's going to go beyond work, because they probably discuss some things sitting down that probably need to be talked about at least even once a month if they go away from each other. If they're not on the set anymore, they're probably going to this thing is going to continue, I'm sure. Interestingly, their lunch choices are not just quirky, but also nutritious. Tuna sandwiches and sushi are packed with protein and omega-3 fatty acids, very true, which are great for heart and brain health. Selena's chicken salad sandwich is another high-protein option that keeps her energized throughout the day. It's a reminder that even celebrities find comfort in simple, wholesome meals, as they should. They're still human. Just because they work, they're still human. This story highlights the unique dynamic of the only murderers in the building cast. I mean, it's amazing. You know what I'm saying? Their off-screen chemistry mirrors the charm and humor that fans love about the show. It's these little moments, like sharing a meal, that make their bond so special and relatable. And I could totally understand that because, like I said, there's no telling what her family dynamics is, and there's no telling what their family dynamics are. She could remind them of a daughter or a niece, you know what I mean, or a cousin. So I can totally see this dynamic. It's interesting in the meals, though. You know what I mean? Like, you would think that we always assume that people like that have that much money, they automatically have a nutritionist, or they may have a chef on set, for everybody. And because there's so much money flying around, like, you would think that these people would already know that. Because for some of us, this is common knowledge to know what's inside of those, what's inside of fish. People take omega-3 fatty acid pills. Some people pop pills because they don't like the fish itself, but fish is loaded with omega-3s. And I knew that. Like, I did know that. I know how important omega-3s is, but I'm a big fan of fish anyway. So I don't eat it a lot, but I eat it often enough to get some omega-3 fatty acids. So most people, if you don't know that, fish is healthy. Fish is good for you, even if you don't like it. You can go out here and get the omega-3 fatty acid oil pills, the capsules. So I pretty much I like those also. If you're not eating a lot of fish, you can find that in those pills. And the protein, of course, you can get protein everywhere. There's protein even in broccoli. Broccoli is even a good protein source. Or boneless chicken breasts, things of that nature. You can get your protein, in eggs in the morning. You can get your protein throughout the course of the day. But I'm pretty sure she's finding out now that those things are boosting her full of energy. You know what I mean? And she got to be careful because it puts on muscle too. So I know people like to watch their figure and stuff like that, but those type of meals are good for you, especially if you're starting off with a wholesome breakfast, and kicking your day off with something healthy, man. I mean, that's just the facts. That's just the facts about eating. So I'm glad she's found a common, something in common with her co-stars, where she could sit down with these two individuals and feel like she's sitting down with family and break bread. You know what I mean? And that's important. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the scoop on Selena Gomez and her co-stars' quirky lunch habits. It's a fun reminder that even Hollywood stars find joy in the simple things like a good sandwich and great company. So I thank you guys for tuning in with the Scoreboard Keepers podcast, where we keep you plugged in on everything you need to know in sports, music, and hot topics. You know what I mean? And if you guys want to stay in tune with us and hear wholesome stories like this, because like I said, we cover it all. We love sports, and we love music for sure. They go hand in hand. And then we find out what the hot topics are, and this happens to be one of them today. And the only way you guys can stay plugged into that is you guys have to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thumb up the video, please, so it can get out there and some people can come and join us. We also have something here where, like I said, where we just told you about the roundtable discussion, where we call it breaking bread at the roundtable, where you guys can come and chime in if you choose to. If you want to, if we're talking about a topic, if it's a topic on the table, you can come in, and there'll be a link at the top of the chat where you'll be able to come in and join the table on whatever the topic is and discuss it. And that's what makes this situation right here so relatable, that she's actually having a round table herself. She just doesn't realize it. You know what I mean? She's having a round table with her co-stars. She doesn't realize it, but they're bonded, and it's creating a relationship that's going to carry outside of her profession. You know what I mean? And that's very important, because you never know the knowledge that somebody else has that they can pass on to her, that she can carry with her for the rest of her life. She may be finding out something right now, because I believe she had some health issues before. I'm not quite sure, so I don't want to speak on exactly what her health issues were, but I know she was going through something physically. And she may have found something in these meals that she could take with her for the rest of her life, or possibly keep her healthy for the rest of her life. You never know, man. Because these guys sound like they know exactly what they're eating. You know what I mean? They really do. And it probably wasn't until she watched them and saw them like, yay, what you guys having? Okay, I'm going to join right in. What I would have liked to have heard is what hydration she was using. I wonder, they didn't say anything about the drinks. They didn't say if they were drinking coffee. They didn't say if they had orange juice with it. They didn't say if they had soda or water. They didn't go into that. I would have loved to have found out what they were hydrating with, which would have been nice, you know what I mean, just to find out. But if they're eating that good, I'm going over here at the Scoreboard Keepers. We're going to assume that the hydration choice is agua. Okay, that's what agua. Okay, mucho agua. We're gonna assume that they like water. You know what I mean? And then hey, that's gonna wash it down healthy. Because I mean, we keep some right next to us also. You know what I mean? So I mean, listen, this is a great story. You know what I mean? I love to hear about this kind of knowledge. I'm pretty sure this is going to morph into something else. Like I said, outside of her profession and her job, it'll probably morph into maybe exercising. You know what I mean? You never know where this can go. She just picked up a gym while she was at work with 2 co-workers in a relationship that's probably going to carry on outside of this series. Murders in the Building. So, ladies and gentlemen, you already see that, ladies. That's the buzzer. You hear the buzzer going off, ladies. It only took us 10 minutes. You know what I mean? So, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you guys for joining me today at the Scoreboard Keepers podcast. Remember, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thumb up the video, please. And I look forward to seeing you guys again on the next episode of Scoreboard Keepers. And before we leave, over here, we always give all the honor, glory, and praise to the Most High God, not just any God, but the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, that God, because that's the God we serve. And we love this story. So until we see you the next time on the Scoreboard Keepers, score! Great job, Selena Gomez. We'll see you guys on the next episode. Have a good day. God bless.